Are you looking for the best tablets for work? In this video we will look at some of the 5 best tablets on the market. Before we get started with our video, we have included links in the description, so make sure you check those out to see which one is in your budget range. Starting at number 1. Apple iPad 2021 9th Gen. It's surprisingly hard to find another tablet that performs as smoothly as Apple's iPad. The 9th generation model, 8 out of 10, Wired recommends, uses the same A13 Bionic chip that powers the iPhone 11, which outclasses similarly priced slates. Sure, it looks like an iPad from 6 years ago, with thick borders around the screen and a classic home button, with Touch ID, but maybe that's what you want. It's the only iPad with this design anymore, and the only one that comes with an audio jack. The best addition to the 2021 model is the 12-megapixel selfie camera with support for center stage. The camera will ensure you're always visible in the frame, handy if you're cooking and FaceTiming with mom. You also get Apple's class-leading ecosystem of tablet-optimized apps, which truly make this a slate capable of entertainment and work. The latter is especially true if you hook up Apple's Smart Keyboard, or a third-party alternative. It supports the first-gen Apple Pencil too, but this is the only iPad with a larger air gap between the glass and screen. There's a discernible space between your fingertip and the actual pixels, which makes using the iPad for sketching a little less natural than its siblings. At number 2. Apple iPad 2022 10th Gen. Apple finally introduced a nicer entry-level iPad in 2022. The 10th Gen iPad, 7 out of 10, Wired recommends, mimics the rest of Apple's slates with a uniform, slim bezel around the slightly larger 10.9-inch LCD screen. There's also no home button. Instead, the Touch ID fingerprint sensor is embedded into the power button at the top and no headphone jack. It does have a USB-C port, which means you can use the same cable as your MacBook to recharge it. There's also 5G support on the cellular model. The 12MP selfie camera now sits at the center when you hold the tablet horizontally, no need to awkwardly look to the side during video calls. Unfortunately, the price has jumped up, which is why Apple continues to sell the 9th Gen model. There's also only 1st Gen Apple Pencil support, and the air gap between the screen and glass remains, so it's not the best iPad for sketching. It supports the Magic Keyboard Folio and the Smart Folio case, but we recommend you go with a third-party keyboard to save some cash. At number 3. OnePlus Pad. If you're eyeing a tablet that can replace your laptop every now and then, one that still works great as an entertainment slate, and is not an iPad, take a look at the OnePlus Pad, August 10th, Wired recommends. It's the first ever tablet from the phone maker and it runs Android 13 out of the box, so there are a lot of improvements in making the Android experience on a tablet really great. Multitasking is notably efficient here, aided by the company's accessories, a magnetic keyboard case and a stylus. It was the first time I felt comfortable working for long stretches of time on an Android tablet. OnePlus occasionally has a sale bundle that includes the keyboard or stylus with your tablet purchase for free on its own storefront. The 11.61-inch LCD 144Hz display is sharp, fluid, and colorful. The battery has excellent standby time and can get through close to a full workday, and performance is pretty smooth. It'll get 3 years of OS updates and 4 years of security updates. It's a shame there's no microSD slot, headphone jack, or biometric authentication. At number 4. Google Pixel Tablet. Google's Pixel Tablet, July 10th, Wired recommends, is part tablet, part smart display. This 11-inch slate is like a big Pixel phone, with a sharp LCD screen, good speakers, and slick software. It's powerful too, thanks to the Tensor G2 software inside. However, it comes with a hub, so when you're done using it as a tablet, you can magnetically dock it to automatically start recharging. This hub doubles as a speaker, and since the Pixel tablet is the first to support Chromecast, you can cast music or shows to it from your phone or laptop and get beefier sound out of the system. When you're not using it, you can have the display show a clock or friends and family from your Google Photos library like a digital picture frame. The best part is multi-user support. The Pixel tablet supports up to 8 profiles, so every member of the family can switch to their own personalized profile, and it's securely locked via fingerprint. On another note, I highly recommend getting the official Pixel tablet case, $79, as it adds a much-needed kickstand and it doesn't interrupt the hub attachment point. I also tested a spec case that has a decent kickstand and is a little cheaper. At number 5. Samsung Galaxy Tab S9 Series. Samsung's Tab S9 Series 7/10 wired recommends consists of 3 tablets, the Tab S9, $800, Tab S9 Plus, $1,000, and Tab S9 Ultra, $1,200. They're all insanely expensive, but you get some of the best hardware in Android, from superb bright 120Hz screens and IP68 water resistance to an included S Pen stylus and flagship performance. Samsung offers some of the longest support outside of Apple, with a promise of 4 Android OS upgrades and 5 years of security updates. These slates are capable at work and play, thanks to multitasking improvements and an improved DeX desktop mode. But I think the Tab S9 is the weakest of the lot in terms of value. You can get a very close experience with tablets like the OnePlus Pad and Pixel tablet for far less, or even Samsung's Galaxy Tab S9 FA. Instead, if you really like the look of these Samsung tablets, stick with the Tab S9 Plus and Tab S9 Ultra. There aren't a lot of large-screen Android slates, and these do the job exceptionally well. Just remember that Samsung's book cover keyboard attachment is yet another expensive purchase.